Yo, what's up boys, FROSTY here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the best trio drop spots for the Frosty Frenzy tournament this weekend. It's basically Winter Royale 2.0, where you guys should be able to get your first earnings. And if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because I'm going to be posting the best console competitive Fortnite videos, as well as how to play the Frosty Frenzy Cup, so you guys aren't going to want to miss that video. And anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video, so let's get into it. Alright guys, the first spot is going to be a pretty passive spot. It is located to the left of Steamy Stacks. It is these three houses that you guys are going to be getting a good amount of loot from, as well as in this house, almost every time, about 90% of the time, you're going to be getting a blaze spawn, which is one of the AIs or CPUs who give you a dragon shotgun. So if anyone in your trio does like that, that is going to be very good to land here, because you guys are going to be getting one of those. So I would definitely recommend landing here if you like that, as well as you guys are going to be getting a lot of loot, and you can rotate anywhere around you pretty much to get some fishing holes to try to get the new OP rift fish to rotate endgame. So that's the first spot, so let's get into the second one. Alright guys, the second spot is the shark. If you guys don't know where it is, it's the very top left of the map. This spot's super good because you are going to be getting 11 slurp barrels, which guarantees your entire trio max shield without having to pop any. So that's really OP, especially in trios, because then you're not using like 6 minis and 3 50 pots just to get your team up to full shield. You're only using these barrels, and then you get to hold all those meds. So that is something super OP about this spot, as well as it's not contested very often, so you should be able to easily get out of here without taking a fight if you don't want one. And if you ever did want to fight, you can probably fight the team with coral, assuming a team lands down there, because usually someone does. Another great part about this spot is that you get fish. You get so much fish. In fact, there's fish over here, there's fish over here, there's fish over here, there's fish everywhere around this place. So I would definitely recommend going here. Definitely, if anything, just because of the fish and slurp barrels. But there's so much loot here too. So let's get to the next spot. Alright guys, the third spot is the Pancake Parlor, located upwards of Hunter's Haven, basically in the direct middle of the map. So this place obviously does not have enough loot for a full trio, but you are going to be getting a bounty in there to let you know where the nearest team is. So that's going to be pretty OP in itself, as well as you get the 3 chests in the middle. And this is more of a loot path, by the way. This is not a drop spot, because like I said, it's not enough loot here. So you guys are going to want to go over this way, and you'll see why this loot path is super OP. So you're going to be getting all of Dusty, because obviously no one will be landing here, as well as you're going to be getting the gas station up here. You guys know where it is, you guys can see on the map. But the best part about this spot is that you can easily and very quickly rotate all the way to the Mandalorian ship with no hassle, because it's super easy to get here with the sand. So you guys can just come over here, grab the Mandalorian sniper, and you guys are going to have that super OP weapon to exploit into boxes or snipe with a thermal scope. This is going to be super OP for Frosty Frenzy, so you guys are definitely going to want to land here. So let's get into the next spot. Alright guys, the next spot is the Orchard / Tomato Town. This place is really good for trios because of all the meds you guys are going to be getting, as well as the noms, meaning that you guys are going to be getting peppers for rotation, as well as a lot of loot. I really like this spot though, mainly because it's very spread out. So if you and another team land here, it's really easy to just not fight them if you don't want to. And it's also really easy to flank around and win the fights here because of these fences. You can just kind of go around and they won't really see you. It's kind of OP fighting here if you know how to fight here at least. Yeah, another thing I like about this spot though is that you get all these apples. So if you ever are in a fight and you're like really shambles, you always have that extra med after the fight, or maybe even during the fight if you have time. And there's a lot of mats here, so you really shouldn't run out of mats in a fight because there's so many trees. And there's also 2 CPUs here, so super OP for getting gold if you have something you like to do with that. So yeah, ultimately super good spot though. I really like this spot. I would definitely recommend going here. So let's get into the next spot. Alright guys, the next spot is going to be caddy corner slash weather station. This spot's really good, just kind of like the last spot. You can get a lot of peppers here for rotation, so you don't ever need shockwaves or anything like that because you are going to get guaranteed peppers here. As you guys can see, I already got 4 of them just from here, so that just proves my point that you're going to get peppers here every time, and there's so much more over here. As well as weather station gives you max metal, and not a lot of places on the map actually do give you metal, and there's also a lot of metal down here for your whole trio to get max metal, so that's something really good about this spot, because as you guys probably know, wood and brick is a lot more common than metal, so that's super good when you aren't going to be able to get metal, because it's not as common as it used to be. So definitely very good spot just for that, but also you have this over here for a lot more metal. This can probably get like 2 people max metal over here, and you can rotate to a lot of height positions. If you guys can see, there's a lot of mountains over here, so if zone does pull over here, you're gonna get free height because no one's gonna contest you for it earlier in the game. So I definitely really like this spot, as well as it does have a big area on the map. So if one team contests your area, like one team contests caddy, then you can go weather station and vice versa, so you guys don't ever have to get in a bad fight, as well as you can always retreat to the other place if you do contest another team here, so that's kind of cool. So I definitely like this spot a lot, and I would definitely recommend going here, so let's get into the next spot. Alright guys, the last spot is going to be another loot route. This place is super good for a lot of reasons, so I'll explain it to you guys as we go. So first, you're going to want to land here with your trio, or you guys can do it however you want, but this is where I would recommend landing. And there is a CPU here who will drop a guaranteed P90 as long as you challenge him, and you win the challenge, you'll get a P90. So that's really OP, especially if you've got controller players in your team just jumping his boxes. Kind of the new meta. And then you have this gas station over here. Still get a lot of loot over here. You also get some non-boxes like the last 2 spots, so that's pretty good. As well as the rest of the loot route, so I'll show you guys that. So basically, first you want to come over to this H house right here. This place has a lot of loot and a good amount of wood and brick around it, so that's pretty good already. But there's more than that. There is this house, John Wick's house, and potentially, if you wanted to, you could go to this castle up here, which is right here, so that's good. And as of right now, these guards still do give you storm surge right here, so if you ever see them, you can shoot them for storm surge, because these games will probably be pretty stacked this weekend. And also guys, if you guys did enjoy the video though, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more videos on how to place in this tournament, as well as how we did in the first couple days, so you guys aren't going to want to miss it if you guys want to place higher in this tournament or any tournament. So make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on, because yeah, you guys aren't going to miss it. Just trust me on that one, guys. As well as just like the video, pretty lit. See you guys next. Peace.
Enough momentum to knock down all the pins at once.